Greetings, greetings, greetings. Let me change the background. I see my green screen.
What's going on?
Let's see. Background and filters.
What's going on, man? I see you, man. You got the fresh cut and everything. Fresh shave face. Man, look like you gotta shoot a commercial or something.
Man, what my green? What happened to my background, man? I'm trying to put my background.
No, man. Hey, no. That green screen, man, make your face look vibrant, man.
What happened to my background? I'm trying to figure out what happened to my background.
Over there looking cute.
No, man, not me. Say it ain't so.
You got somebody.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to my background. It ain't acting right no more. I'll have to figure out how to fix this.
Man, let's go ahead and kick this thing off, man. I was looking for my phone stand, but I got one more, and I'll be ready.
No problem, brother. We on standby. I got how many participants I'm waiting to get in the room?
All right, my man. Okay, what we got up for tonight, brother?
Man, you up. The man right here.
Well, I'm getting ready to show my face here in a second. I believe I saw subject to conversations today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if hey, look, if you need to take the hour, that's not a problem with me because I really want to add some more details in my PowerPoint. I ain't gonna even lie.
Okay.
But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I can definitely pitch it on the first part of it, but I wanted to add some more details. Yes, I do.
All right, man. Here we go.
All right, cool. I don't know how my background's left me, but I'm good now. I got my background back. Now, what's going on over here? I'm looking in the waiting room to see if anybody waiting right now. All right.
Don't get mad at me. I gotta show my face, man. I was outside cutting grass, man. Today has been definitely a day full of great opportunities and progress. Hence, that's why we haven't spoken today. So you can always tell the type of day that we're having whenever we haven't communicated. You know what I mean?
It was rough. I can definitely tell you that today was a rough day for me. It wasn't a bad day at all, but I actually lost access to my computer for a little while, and so I had to play makeup. So work a little bit of overtime and fill in the gaps because it wasn't looking cute today at all.
But you got it done.
I got plenty done. I'm trying to understand, or maybe I have to close this. Unless some people just waiting to get on. I don't see anybody saying they need to be admitted in.
Okay.
You know, I got double duty now since I'm doing this on Facebook Live. And I mean, we doing all this stuff on Facebook. They got to the point now where they made me put a passcode up and we got to admit people in the room now. So nobody won't steal a Zoom account.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm pulling up.
You know that Nate called me. He said you was tied up, so he called me.
Yes, I told him to utilize you as a source, as I had an appointment, a very important appointment at 4 p.m. that I was going into. And I told him just to shoot you a text, or, you know, that way you'll be on standby in the event that, you know, he's actually needs some assistance. I told him to, because it was his very first appointment, that, hey, look, you're going to run into some questions that you're not going to know answers to, which is completely fine. So I showed him how to handle that objection. And if it was something urgent, hey, to, you know, tag you in, as you'll be there to assist him. Okay, man, let's kick this thing off, man. I know a lot of people are interested in learning more about this subject to financing. So we're going to start out. Does anyone know what subject to financing actually is? Anyone have an idea? Nope, I guess not. Well, hey, I tell you what, LT, you and I speak then. How about that? All right, are you familiar with subject to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am.
Okay. Have you executed a subject to contract yet?
I have.
Okay. How was that? How did that transaction, transpire? Just give us a little info.
So line by line, basically, I'll be honest, man. I got two great deals. I got my first wholesale deal and I got my first subject to deal all by Facebook.
Really? Okay.
Yep. So put out there to a couple people that, hey, I'm Facebook Live. Hey, I'm looking for people that want to sell a house. I'm looking for this or that. A couple of my classmates are the ones that reached out to me and basically allowed me to help them out. Young lady, she was like, hey, look, it's nothing wrong with my house. I'm a single lady. I've been having this house for a while. I had a realtor trying to sell it for me for a while, and she haven't had any bites. So I told her I'd take it out of her hand, right?
Okay.
Deal went bad where I just basically said, I'll take your house subject to your loan. I put the loan stayed in her name. And I just basically, it made some more people in. Basically just wrote a contract up, gave her $10 to make it a good deal, and took over the contract and put her with called her bank account, got a power attorney so I can call her bank account and her mortgage company.
Mm-hmm.
Linked my bank account up, paid every month, came directly out of my account, just took over.
Done. So to sum it up, and which I'll touch on that too, but sum it up, you found a lead book, you contacted the prospect, you told her that, hey, you were absolutely interested in purchasing her home. She stated that she wasn't trying to make any capital, any cash off of the transaction. She just wanted out. You stepped in with the perfect solution. Hey, I'll take this off of your hands, and this is how I'm going to do it. And to sum it up, she signed over the deed to her property to you. In return, you started making monthly payments to her mortgage.
That's it.
Okay, good deal. That's what I want to make sure. Now tell me, what was she hesitant about that transaction at all?
She just told me over and over again, I trust you. I know you from high school. I trust you. So I will do this with you. I wouldn't probably do it with everybody else because I don't know them.
Okay, understand. So man, that's awesome. So you basically transitioned right into a property, and you turned that into a rental?
A rental came in there the next month, and they paid all my money back that I paid for the first button mortgage and the second month.
You talk about a win. Bro, that's a win. Win-win. Congratulations on that, man. And just that simple. And we say it is that simple. The conversation still has to take place. And that's where, being involved in our network is there to assist you with that conversation, to get you at ease, to calm your nerves, to calm the nerves of the actual seller, to help you guys come to an agreement. And with that, when you did that transaction, did you have any type of coaching, mentoring, assistance with that?
So I went to so many different trainings, and I done got coached by so many different, I done paid for all these resources, and I done read so many books that I got the knowledge behind me and the confidence behind me, and I done heard so many good news stories that it helped. It definitely helped to have somebody know what they're doing, tell you what they did, and you listening, and then you get the confidence to do it yourself. It's just like a basketball team. You didn't know how to do a layup at first. All of a sudden, you went out there, coach said, 1-2 up, 1-2 up, start making layups, right? Same deal.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations, brother, on executing that. So to those that are just chiming in, what we're discussing tonight is subject to financing. Subject to financing. In many cases, that means you can take over a property with $0. Subject to financing, you can definitely take over with zero credit. Definitely take it over with zero credit. $0. LT, he had money invested, but what he did is, because he knew what his end goal was, hey, I'm not trying to make a killing up front. Let me pay this mortgage, do what I need to do with that. Now let me find someone to move in and to satisfy, hey, what he's paid out, as well as to satisfy the current mortgages going on. So at the end of that transaction, he was able to get in and out of that deal, no credit, very little money involved. Now, let's say if you don't have the cash, but you have the deal, So you don't have the cash, you have the deal. LT, how much was that mortgage? Do you remember that you had to pay?
Yeah, 450. About 450.
$450. Okay. So imagine if you don't have $450. Okay. So if you're in our network, you send out that actual opportunity. We share it with everyone that's in our network. And we say, hey, look, we need $450 to seal this deal. Many people, they're possibly going to laugh and be like, what? No way. That little? Yes, that amount. In return, you tell them, you give me $450, I'll give you $1,000 back, within the next 3 months. That's a deal. 450 in, 1,000 out. That's definitely a deal. So that's how you're able to do it if you don't have the actual capital. What you're looking for is that small gap. That's what we call it, gap funds. We're looking for that small gap funds to come in and help us bridge the gap to the actual transaction to where we can continue to move forward. So kudos to you, brother. I really appreciate you sharing that with us. So I know people should have questions before I speak about another transaction that took place. So currently right now, what questions do you guys have? Whether it's comments, questions, something that you guys are, not sure about, confused about, worried about, what questions do you have? All right. Guess they don't have any questions, man.
They
Guess
quiet
they already have
tonight. They quiet tonight, man. They quiet.
That's right. Which, hey, it's all right, man. Look. Hey, for us, man, the show must continue. The show must continue, man. We're dropping these dimes.
What's going on? What's going on, fellas?
Chevy, what's
he
going
back.
on, brother?
Mr. Shevey back.
What's
All
up?
right. All right. Hey, look, we got a question here from Winston. Winston asks, how do you find leads? All right, Winston, can you unmute your phone really quick?
Yeah, what's up, man? I just got off of work, so I'm on my way home. So I didn't want to, have my little background music going on.
What you listening to? Some Key Sweat? Some Johnny?
Nah, man, I was listening to some God of Favor.
Oh, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, send it this way, brother.
Blessed and highly favored, yes, sir.
Okay, so let me ask you this right now. Are you experienced in real estate right now, investing?
No, sir, not at all. Far from it.
Okay,
I'm the business financial side. I deal with that type of thing.
Okay, no, I understand. Okay, so let me ask you this here. If you're going to search for leads in real estate right now, what would you do?
I would ask Terrence.
Hey, look, what if Terrence unavailable, what would you do?
Google.
Google?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's my go-to. Yeah.
That's right. So when you Google, you're gonna look for houses, right?
Yeah, true.
Okay,
true.
good deal. So those are leads right there. So looking for properties that are either listed for sale, listed for rent, or that's abandoned / vacant. Okay.
Okay.
So
that would be my search.
Exactly. If you want to buy a house, most people look at Zillow, Realtor, Trulia, Redfin.
Right.
Man, that's a pool of leads right there. A pool of leads right there. And I'll show you exactly how I utilized that system and executed several subject twos. Okay.
Okay.
That's one way. Now, if you want to drill down a little bit deeper, if I'm going to Zillow and if I'm going to Realtor, I'm going to start with the oldest listings on the market. So listings that's been there 9, 10, 12 months. Why? Those people are ready. They've been trying to sell their house for several months with no luck.
Okay.
Especially if the property is vacant at the time they were taking pictures. That property is vacant, man. I'm licking my chops.
Let me
call them. All right. So So you're looking that up, and then you're also on Zillow. If you're using Zillow, you want to look at for sale by owner.
Okay.
Okay. And you also want to look at for rent.
Okay.
Because many times those of us who rent our properties, look, we're tired. You know, I say we're tired of dealing with the turnover. But if you come into play and say, hey, I'll take that off your hands and make sure, one, you still, your bills get paid, you know, and two, that, hey, you don't have to worry about these issues anymore. Boom, prime candidate.
Okay.
Perfect for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like Terrence was telling in his story. Yeah.
Yep. See, he utilized Facebook. Facebook is a source. It's so many sources out there, man. Out there that's available for you. But I'm only going to speak about those two right there. Well, that one, just utilizing realtor.com, Zillow.com. Okay. Several other sources to get those other sources of those leads. And the other leads are extremely motivated because something just transpired. Right. And if something just transpired, that means that your willingness and capability of listening to what others have to say has, highly, greatly increased.
Okay.
If I tell you right now, hey, look, man, go hit that track, get your heart rate up so you can get healthy. Oh, all right, man, y'all go. I got to work today. If I tell you that after you came in the ER, what you going to do? The message is received different.
Right.
Exactly. So if you want to find out how to get those leads, man, make sure you guys get with LT so he can put you guys, connect you guys with that pipeline on how to get those leads. When I tell you they're amazing leads, amazing. Yesterday we placed off of these leads. We actually placed an offer to purchase a house. It got verbally accepted $109,000 for the house, and the house is worth $280,000.
Man.
So now the guy needs some additional information to know that he can actually trust us. So whenever that happens, guess what? That's whenever Joe gets the phone call. Hey, can you help me out? I got you, boss. What we got? Done.
Okay.
So that's what happens there. So
wow.
Exactly. Now I'm not saying that's always going to happen, but if you stay the course, you're going to get wonderful opportunities like that.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. So subject to financing, great source of finding leads is utilizing realtor.com, Zillow.com. Those are free sources. If you guys want more information on how to get those other off-market leads, just get with LT, get with myself, and we'll definitely get you guys going in the right direction with that. All right. So we got another question. How much time do you allow for tenant placement? Well, it just all depends upon how well you can negotiate, as well as how long you're willing to tote that note. That's for me. I try to move as quickly as I possibly can. What quickly as I possibly can. The moment I know I have a contract accepted, I immediately go into execution mode of if repairs need to take place, done. If mortgage needs to be paid, done. If a tenant needs to be placed, done. We got step-by-step system to help you guys move quickly to where you don't have such a large gap in time. Because the larger your gap in time, the more capital and resources is going to cost you, and that's going to be needed. So great question, T. Any other questions?
I got one more question if you don't mind.
Keep going.
Okay, so say I find a good lead and they're ready to transfer over the deed to me, then what next at that point?
Great question, right? So it's basically documentation. You sign the appropriate documents, get them notarized, you close, and you can close at a title company, or you can close just with a notary. It's completely up to you. Once those documents are signed, you simply take those documents down to the county or parish courthouse.
Okay.
You file it.
Man.
They're going to stamp your paperwork. And you give it about 24 to 48 hours. It's going to be scanned in the system. Update to ownership of that property is going to be made at that time. Now, that's whenever you're just speaking about the deed. There is additional documentation that you will need, such as LT referred to as the power of attorney.
Okay.
Power of attorney over that property. What does that mean? All right, that means you can do whatever it is you want with that property. But whenever that property is deeded over to you, it's yours. But you also need power of attorney over the property and the loan. So meaning any type of modifications, updates need to take place with that loan, you have the authority to do so.
Okay. And including renting it out and all of that.
So renting it out, that part's come from once that property is deeded over to you. It belongs to you.
Then you can do whatever then at that point.
You can do whatever you want.
Due to the power of attorney.
Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
Due to the power of attorney.
No, due to the deed. The power of attorney is there for you to be able to consult with the banks. So let's say something needs to happen. You want, it could be a number of things. Let's say if you need to call the bank and find out, hey, when's your mortgage date? You got power of attorney to discuss that mortgage. When's your maturity date? You know, hey, can I get an amortization schedule? So you have the authority to get all of those types of information.
All the details and information that's come along with it. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Gotcha.
So, you know, and because you have a lot of questions, which is great, but that's why you need to make sure you got the proper support system to ensure that, you know what I mean? That, hey, you're doing things in decency and order to where you can open that deal, you can negotiate that deal, and you can close that deal.
Exactly. That's why I want to be connected. You know, this is my second time on it. You know, I was interested from the day one. So
well, welcome, man. We're definitely glad to have you, man. Very thankful you're here. So I'm going to speak to you guys about one subject to transaction that I executed, right? If I executed this, you guys can execute it as well. It is, when I tell you, all it takes is commitment, action, and the correct support group to help you get to where you need to be. That's all you need. You take the action, you have that support group, you do the documentation, done deal. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna speak about this, but I just got a question. They said, what is a maturity date? So maturity date is when you hit puberty. No, I'm just joking. Maturity date is going to be whenever the loan expires. So the date of your last payment. That's what that means. Great question. Because if you had it, I'm sure someone else had it as well. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to speak to you guys about how I found the lead, how I contacted the lead, did my negotiations and credibility, and closed it. Okay. Then I'm going to show you pictures of the property. All right. So the lead I have here, first contact. So what I did is, like I said, I utilized the free sources that was out there. So I combed through Zillow, I combed through Realtor, and I started at the very bottom. You know, so I went to the oldest listings and I started making phone calls. Why did I do that? Because hey, that was the only way that I could, you know, get a hold of them. They listed their phone numbers, and granted, they were still listed with an agent. Because I am not an agent, I can call the owners and sellers of these properties. If you are an agent and the property is listed, you should not do that. You should not do that. All right. I was able to do it simply because I'm not an agent. And you can report me, it's okay. But an agent to be reported, you know, they could potentially lose their license, right? So what I did, I found the lead, contacted the lead, and I said, hey, this is Mr. Barnett with the company that I represent, and I see your home listed at ... Is it still available for sale? Yes, it is. Awesome. I want to buy it. You do? Oh my gosh, yes, that'll be such a blessing to us. Then I say, okay, can you tell me a little bit about the home? Because I'm really interested. Sometimes pictures, they don't do it justice. The lady goes through. She tells me all about the house. All right, we just put a new refrigerator in there, new stove, new microwave. We made some modifications because the house was under contract before. We had to make some repairs. We've done everything we possibly could. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm here, and we're gonna come to an agreement. Can you tell me why the property didn't sell or hasn't sold? I don't know. I don't get it. You know, it's a great house. It's a great property, great neighborhood. I listen. Say, you know what? I believe everything you're sharing with me, and I'm extremely interested. What would you like our next steps to be? I know what I would like. You know what she said? Well, the house is listed for sale. It's under X, Y, and Z agency. And I said, okay, well, I could call them and go through them, but I'll be honest with you, ma'am. They've had over 12 months to sell your home and they haven't yet. If you're okay with it, I would like to discuss, this with you and your husband. And we can, come to terms and agreement right then and there. If we need the agents, we'll, conference them in. If we don't, hey, well, we don't. She's like, oh, perfect. Let's do it. Set up the appointment. Granted, I live in Texas. I drove all the way to Louisiana for this deal because it was just that good. So I go back to Louisiana. I speak to the owners of the property, and I say, okay, look, I'm interested. Let's make this deal happen. What do you need from me? Well, we got to put it on the contract. I guess I guess we need to call an agent. I said, okay, perfect. But I'm gonna tell you, this is what I want to do. I want to buy this house for exactly what you guys owe on it. Oh, that'd be great. We're not even trying to make any money off of it. How much is your monthly mortgage note? She told me. All right, does that include taxes and insurance? It does. Okay. Anything major wrong with this house since I'm here now that, really needs attention to where I can get it fixed? No, everything's perfect. All right. Tell you what, this is what I would like to do. I want to buy your house for exactly what you owe on it by a subject to transaction. What does that mean? And I explained to them what subject to meant. You know what their hesitations were? Well, what happens if you don't pay the note? Well, if I don't pay the note, you have the ability to take me to court and sue me, just as a bank would, and take ownership of the property back. Well, yeah, I really don't have time to do all that. I don't want to say, no, absolutely you don't. You don't at all. I'm here. Here's my credibility. Here's what I do. Here's all my information. Hey, take some time, check us out, and let's go ahead and close this deal this week. That's exactly what they did. Call me back. All right, let's do this. It worked out in my favor because the property was vacant. The sellers were living in another location and paying two mortgages was becoming very stressful. Very stressful. And I understand that. I have three mortgages right now that I don't make any money off of as of right now. So it's hard. It's difficult. It's a challenge. So I stepped in to be a savior. And because of that, I was able to close this transaction. Now, guys, with this property here, I invested $0 into this transaction. Okay, I am going to repeat, $0 into this transaction. The mortgage was current. The property was nice. So I did nothing. I literally signed documents, picked up the keys, and moved somebody right on in just as LT did. Okay, So I'm going to share with you exactly what this property looked like. All right. And then from after I show this to you guys, I want somebody to ask me, what do they need to do to get an opportunity like this? Because you guys are quiet. And so I just want you guys to see what the potential actually is. Okay.
I ask you before you show it.
But,
What do I need to do to get?
hey, and I'm getting ready. We getting ready to go through that, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. So take a look at this house right here. All right. Does that look like a bad house?
Not at all.
It's nice. That looks nice. I stay in it.
Is there anyone on this call that wouldn't live in that house?
Yeah, I stay in it.
Exactly. So, guys, these properties, they don't have to be hood houses. They don't have to be $1 million houses. They can be midway houses. It's the opportunities are there. So let's keep going down. Look at that backyard.
Come down some more.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, it's not moving though.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not moving.
Here, let me see here. New share. Let's see if this working. You guys see my desktop?
Bullseye.
Is it scrolling down now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scrolling up.
There we go.
Oh man. Oh man. That's lovely.
Left me a $3,500 pool table.
That's a beautiful home, man. That's a beautiful home. Man, that's nice.
Joe, I have a question.
Sure.
That's nice.
Did they say why it wasn't selling?
You know
Were
what?
they asking too much for it?
Great question. Great question. And I'll show you what I discovered from digging deeper to where I understood what the root cause was. But their agent wasn't able to relay that information to them to where they understood. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go through the house. Nice house, right?
Yeah, that's nice.
And I'm not gonna lie, it looks like it shows.
Yeah, that's nice for real.
Yep. Nice appliances.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Nice view.
Right. All right. Yep. Nice size master. Big. So that's the master bath right there.
Oh yeah.
Right off the pool. So that's another door, takes you right to the back. So there you guys go. So look at that. Nice house.
All right, so what's the root issue? What's wrong with it?
All right. What's wrong with what?
When you say what's the root issue, like it was some the reason why they couldn't sell it.
There wasn't nothing wrong with the house. Nothing at all. But the challenge with the property is that the value of the home and the asking price that they needed was not enough to cover the mortgage payoff. So as a result, they had to increase their asking.
Sale price. Yeah, okay.
Because remember, in certain areas, it costs you a minimum of 10% to sell your house, which is a highway ripoff.
10%.
But that's the nature of the beast. So as a result of it, they had to have their house, the price of that house had to be listed. That is, if that house had granite countertops, was just remodeled, the bathrooms were updated, so in which they weren't updated. You know, they needed to make some improvements to the home to get the asking price that they're asking. But if they did that, the only people that were going to be winning is the buyers and the agents. It was going to cost them money. So for me as an investor, I was able to easily identify that, step right in, offer a solution, and close that deal.
So basically what you're saying is that by them selling to you and not having to use an agent, they save money, because all of the money that they were going to that they had to list for, and even, like, they wouldn't even get a profit because they had to pay the agent.
Great question. Great question. They save money by not having to continue to carry that monthly note, right? So I was able to step in and offer them a solution, an immediate solution. So that's how they save money. Now, if they continue to retain that home, make those monthly payments, remember, only a small portion of your payment is going towards your principal. They've only owned that home for about 8 years.
Right.
So, and they purchased it with a VA loan. So VA loan, no money down. So you walk into a property, no money out of your pocket, but also no equity either.
Right.
If you pay, full market value.
But I guess what I'm saying is, when you sell a home and you're the seller, you have to pay the agent's fees. So with them having an agent, they had to make enough to pay the mortgage off, pay the agent. And it was kind of like, the solution you offered is, I can take this off your hand, and you're not paying the fees that you typically would as a seller.
Well, that's not exactly how the conversations will go. So,
Okay.
because we have to be very mindful, thoughtful to, how we present the information, and make sure that it is received, properly. So we're not here to, replace the agents at all.
Okay.
We're here to assist the sellers with solutions that agents or others just may not be, accustomed to executing. So that's our goal, is to come in and bridge that gap. So in this case, if we had to close that transaction with the agent, I'm not saying we did or we didn't, the agent was still compensated.
Okay.
So it's really at the discretion of the seller, but we always try to promote and educate. Hey, look, if you have this actual opportunity here, the agent has been working with you guys, have tried to sell it. Hey, look, we should compensate that agent. Now, who pays that agent? It's not the seller. In this case, it's the buyer.
Right.
Because, hey, remember, I'm here to relieve pressure. We're here to relieve.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So as coming in as the investor, you're the one that's picking up the fees.
Well, it all depends.
Not the seller.
It all depends. So everything is negotiable. Everything's negotiable. But this is exactly why. Latoya, our 9 o'clocks on Mondays, as well as our Thursday calls, are very important, because you're going to run across these opportunities as your VAs are making your phone calls.
Right.
Because look at that. It was no equity in that deal.
Right.
No equity. The average investor would have looked at it, skimmed over it, moved on to the next.
Right.
Every opportunity is an opportunity. It's just, can you, come to an agreement or not? That's all it is.
Gotcha.
Hey, but I love it. I love it. And we're getting close with you. You know that, right?
Who, me?
Yep.
Oh yeah, my VA started making calls today. He had one lead today.
And so our call, whenever we have our one-on-one call, we're going to discuss making sure that VA is making sure that the VA is knowledgeable enough about our system, not what they think they know. So our job is to, hey, take what they know, build on top of it. So whenever I speak to a VA, because I'm very stern when it comes to VAs, it's, yes, I know. Nope. Are you, if you're going to tell me, yes, then, and not listen to what I have to say, you're not the right person for this job.
Right.
And
Right.
then just break it down to them and tell them why. And then they're just like, oh shit, just like, oh shit. And then
Right.
boom, and we make it work. So I love it, love it, love it. Let's see here. Jamila, all right. You cannot assume any borrower's loan. The bank will not allow it. You can make payments on their behalf. Great question.
No, that's not a question. I was just answering CD Butler's question. He asked, so basically you just assumed their loan, question mark, question mark.
Good. Can you go into a little bit more detailed about, oh, and by the way, guys, Jamila is like a pro at this. Yeah, she's like a pro at this. She's a bad mama jamma.
Hey, Jamila.
Can you give us more info on that?
Okay, so basically the bank will not allow you to assume anyone's loan. You can't, you'd have to be qualified as if you were applying for the loan yourself. So typically a bank would not allow you to just come in and assume someone's loan on their mortgage, but you can make payments on their behalf to make sure that the bank is receiving the mortgage payments every month.
Okay.
Yep. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey,
Okay.
can I chime in on that, Joe?
Absolutely, brother.
Okay. When it comes to the banks itself, the banks don't care where the money is coming from, long the debt is serviced.
Oh, for sure.
So they're not coming to the home and saying, hey, who's in the house or anything of that sort. They don't ask no questions as long as everything gets paid. But yeah, Jamila's 100% right. You can't just go in and assume a loan. You got to qualify for it. So with a subject to, we do on average 2 to 3 subject to deals a month. So it's just educating the sellers so they understand, and having that POA as well is going to be so real. But yeah, that's all.
No, absolutely, God, and I know Shevey, he comes in and out, and it's not because he doesn't love us or want
that bad service at my house, Joe.
Hey, look, bad service, true, and also, man, that guy, he's a grinder, man. He is, he goes nonstop. Shevey at the bottom, please tag your YouTube channel. So the guys can go out and subscribe to your channel, as he drops free content all the time. He's definitely worth spending 30 minutes a day to watch some of those videos. And they're not long. He's quick, fast, thorough, but they're very impactful. So Shevey, please drop your YouTube down there.
I got you, bro. I'll drop it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. So that's the deal. I closed the deal. I didn't cut anyone out of the transaction. The agent, was still taken care of. The seller, hey, they got the pressure relief that they were looking for. I got the property I was looking for. The family that moved in got a new home that they were looking for. So it was a win all the way around. And guys, there is a plethora of deals out there like this. Shevey is in Shreveport and Bossier City right now. I pick up probably one subject to deal. I'm starting back heavy now. I pick up one subject to / seller finance deal a month. And Shevey just says he's doing 2 to 3 a month, and we're in the exact same area. You see that? Exact same area.
The crazy thing, Joe, remember I was telling you about that deal I picked up where the seller owes 83 and it's worth around 140. We just moved it, man, where we got somebody to bring 10 grand down. The note is at 800, got somebody paying 1,200 a month, and sold that bad boy for 120. I ain't even do nothing but put a roof on it. And that was just because the seller filed an insurance claim. So the insurance paid for that. So I didn't have to go in and put no money up.
Where'd you get that ninja trick from? Hey, I get plenty of them from YouTube, brother. It's all good. All of them. Hey, because that's what we do.
What's up, bro. That's what's up. For real, bro.
Yeah, that's what we do. And guys, these opportunities are everywhere. No matter what city you're in, no matter how large a market you're in, these opportunities are everywhere, everywhere. So I'm gonna drop this golden nugget here really quick, and I'll share this with you guys because I want you guys to get opportunities like this. And Shevey, I can talk directly to you because you know the area. I got a seller right now in Shreveport, Bossier, owns 47 doors, 47 single families. Okay. The guy has $700,000 worth of equity. $700,000 worth of equity. I'm purchasing the whole portfolio subject to. Guess how much I have to put down? I just want you guys to guess. I'm not going to tell you. Just know it's something super sexy. All right. Super sexy. So opportunities like this exist.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
For that deal, guess what dude did? He called and was like, hey, Shevey, I noticed that you're doing a lot of things. I just wanted to see, do you know a couple guys? I was like, Joe, that's my brother, man. He good, he straight. He was like, oh, you make me feel a lot more comfortable now doing business.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Just that comfortability.
Hey, you see how it goes full circle?
Yeah.
Full circle.
That support.
Yep, it is. It is, man. It really is, and it's a blessing to be amongst so many great people. You know, on this call tonight, as well as like in our private group, as well as just helping, watching, mentoring, being a fan of theirs because I'm a fan. Everything Shevey drops, I'm hitting like, I'm hitting subscribe, I'm hitting share because I love everything he's doing. And when he makes that transition to Miami, boom, I'm gonna be his biggest supporter in Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what we do. We help each other. We grow with each other.
So Shevey, it's deals like that around in Shreveport like that?
Like
yeah,
what?
Man,
oh, go ahead.
A lot of times what you got to understand is that a seller is going to go through certain type of situation, right? So whether that's they're transitioning to a new job, they're relocating, they're going through a divorce, they might have just inherited a property and they don't have the money to upkeep it or pay the mortgage or whatever. They're always going through some type of situation. So you have to be a solution solver. You have to be a solution solver, right? So you be the solution to the problem, and that's how you're going to add value when it comes to helping a seller out in a certain situation. I've had within the past 3 months, I've done right at 7 or 8 deals, and it's all been subject to deals.
Man.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Man. See that? Playing catch up. Catch up. Love it, man. That's one guy.
And all the properties got no equity, by the way, which is my favorite.
Exactly.
So what exactly do that mean? Like, what, you had to pay nothing to acquire it?
Ooh.
So when I say there's no equity, one of the things that happen is if there's no equity, you have to sell the property enough for you to be able to pay off the loan for you to get from under the mortgage. So the seller 9 out of 10 times have to show up to closing with money to close the deal out. So the way that we do it is we do a limited title search just to make sure that the seller is truthful, and then we just close the deals out with a notary. So I literally jump up all the paperwork, the sub 2 paperwork, the addendums, the POAs, as well as just the acknowledgement that the seller understand what a subject to is and what they're getting themselves into, have everything notarized, and I'm going to file the transfer of deed at the courthouse that shows ownership of the property underneath our LLC. But so we own the deed, but we don't own the debt itself.
Yep. Yep.
That's another level, bro.
Let me pick it back off that one right there. Winston, you asked about deals like that in Shreveport. Deals like that everywhere. Joe, tell them about the 4 Ds, man. And tell them about the 4 Ds right quick. That's the easiest trick.
Wait. Tell them about the what?
The 4 Ds.
Hell, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Hey, look, I made too many D's in school, man. I ain't trying to hear that. Well, what you talking? Wait, enlighten me. What are you speaking on?
Death, divorce,
gotcha.
disaster, and diseases. Those are the 4 Ds right there. If you have somebody, you got death involved, you got folks divorcing, you have natural disasters going on all the time, like Lake Charles, ideal spot, right? Anybody that have enough time and have enough money, they want to buy up a lot of land and buy up a lot of vacant homes that got hit by that tornado, boom, there go your disaster. Then you got diseases, right? You got folks that got some illnesses and they're about to pass soon, going through some things, and they probably was a landowner, they probably was a real estate, a landlord, they probably had plenty of rental properties. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, their kids don't want it. 9 times out of 10, their wife, their significant other, their spouse don't want it. Yeah. These people want to get rid of this property.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I think now would be a perfect time, man, to share with them a little bit about, the additional assistance that, that's available for them to, get their hands on, these types of opportunities, as well as, the proper coaching to assist them with that. I know we're winding down. We got a little over 9 minutes left, so.
Okay, cool beans. Anybody have any questions before I go into that spiel real quick? I'm just gonna give you an elevator pitch on that. All right, guys, this is what Joe hinted at. So bottom line, me and Joe have over 60 subjects, over 60 topics that we plan on presenting no matter what on Mondays, right? We are committed to giving out free information. We're committed to helping you get started. And for the most part, thank God that a lot of you have got started, right? A lot of people have called me and Joe on the side. I got the whole time we doing this, somebody texting me deals, showing me stuff, asking me, can I review a deal? Can I do this? Can I do that? And guess what? That's great. We've helped. And now it's got to the point where we saying, hey, we're doing an hour cutoff on Mondays, right? We're going to help during the Monday call. We're going to come with a topic. We're going to have some questions, and then we're going to be off. If we finish early, we'll finish early. But me and Joe busy doing a lot of things. I'm remodeling my house from inside out. It was a burnout, rechanging the house, restructuring the house, putting bathrooms in, adding closets in, making it valuable, right? Joe, he got some tasks going on overseas right now. He got great news this week. The people actually accepted his offer, so he's going to be really busy. So why I'm telling you this, our time is valuable, and giving away the information for free on Monday is a lot, and we're going to continue to do it. However, for those who want that coaching support, for those who want the extra help, just coaching, right? Just coaching. We are going to go May 31st. May 31st is a Monday. We're going to start a coaching subscription program, right? It's a 6-month plan, right? With a 3-month commitment. So what am I saying? 6 months is what we guaranteeing you that you have to do, that you should do, and you should be done. And I promise you, if you do everything you're supposed to do in the first part of that 3 months, you'd have been made your money back and then some, right? The 3-month commitment, that means that's deposit non-refundable. That means we got you for 3 months, right? As you can see, we're giving out totally free information. You can take all action you want by yourself. You can go to anyone else and go to all those websites and pay $30,000. $17,000. I think the cheapest one I heard so far was like, I want to say it was like $5,000, I want to say. But you can search the website, search, real estate training. You'll see coaching calls cost about $100 a call. That's what coaching calls cost, all right? We're going to be with you 3 hours a week for 6 months. That's the plan, right? We're telling you now so that you can start saving your money. I'll do a PowerPoint on it, delivering a message with all that. I don't want to give it to you now because I'm telling you now, I typed it up on the phone, on the computer, on the airplane, flying. I typed up all that stuff, cut and pasted, put in there, but I haven't fine-tuned it. I really don't want to present it online in front of everybody like that. So it's a good plan. I wrote out so much, put so much thought into it, but still don't want to present it right now. I'm just gonna let y'all know, start saving your money up. the 31st. I did go ahead, Joe. Sorry, I can't do stuff unprofessional. So what I did was I went ahead and paid for the LLC today. I went ahead and got the EIN. That's going to be in. Once that stuff done, I'll be able to get a PayPal and a bank account and have all that stuff lined up so that when we present it next week, you will have a PayPal account where you can go ahead and pay your 3-month commitment up front and get ready for the 31st and still be on these calls as well. That's pretty much the layout of the land. I can promise you this, it will not cost you $5 grand. I can promise you that. I don't want to tell you the price because I know the price, but we still want to make sure that's the price. I will tell you this, it's only 10 people. It's only Joe and I. We got a full-time job. We got other things going on, but 10 people, the first 10, and you're going to be happy, right? We're going to help you. We're going to assist you by giving you answers to your questions. But are we calling people for you? No. Are we typing up messages for you? No. We're going to tell you what to do, and we're going to guide you through the process, all right? I like to call that coaching program because if y'all don't know, I'm a PE teacher by trade. I'm a coach. My girls go play basketball. I can't go out there and shoot the basketball for them in the game. I can't go out there and make a pass for them in the game, right? When I used to coach sport, they have to do that. So we're going to tell them, we're going to aim you, we're going to coach you, and you have to get out there and make the actions and learn from it. It will save you a lot of money. That's guaranteed. It will save you a lot of money. All the pain that I went through with paying for these bad contractors, buying contracts, buying all this and that stuff you don't have to do. All the information that Joe had to pay out to learn the information he learned, that's what you don't have to do, right? And this is going to be less than $5 grand. I promise you that, right? So that's what I got. What's your questions? And Joe, do you want to add on before they ask questions?
You know what, man, I'll definitely add on to this right here. So with this coaching / subscription plan that we have in place, we've actually started executing this with several other mentees that we're working with right now. And in fact, one mentee, her whole business mindset has transformed. She's in a completely different space than what she is today than what she was, months and weeks ago. Tried several different programs, paid a lot of money, couldn't get the actual assistance that she needs. Now she's well on the path of accomplishing what she set out to accomplish. Another gentleman today, he went on his, I want to say, 3rd, 4th appointment here within, the first week. And when I say the first week, and before us, no appointments. So with us, he has appointments. So he's well on his way as well. So I just want to drop those, that dime on just those two that we are actively working with right now. So as LT, shared, yes, I'm not even gonna lie. If LT wasn't my brother and I supported his vision, I wouldn't even be here. And the reason why I say that is because I am extremely busy. If I gave you guys a layout of my schedule, you guys would say I'm insane. So yes, it is crazy. But because this guy has such a high level of dedication and commitment to helping others, you know what? I say, brother, look, if you're going to take this journey, you're not going to do it by yourself. I'll be right there with you, assisting and helping these other folks. So, and here I am doing that. So guys, I want you to take action, but not because I said so, because you said so. One of the things I'm going to conclude with this here. Today I went to the bank and I felt extremely good. Extremely good. When I walked up, you guys see me, you never know the state that I'm in. You just know I have a great attitude. I walked in, look, okay, can I help you with an attitude? Slide my debit card in. I need to get a cashier's check. Whoa. Yes, sir, Mr. Barnett. Anything else? Yeah, I need to also, I need you to waive my, my cashier check fee. Well, your account isn't set up like that. I said, yeah, I know it's not. But I need you to take a look at what's in the account. And I need you to transfer my account to an account that I don't have to pay these fees. Yes, sir, I'll take care of that. Whenever I say that, guys, I'm trying to work with people who want to change how they feel when they walk into a bank, how they feel whenever they insert their debit card in the ATM, how they feel whenever they pull their credit report. You know, I want to work with folks like that. Me and LT was talking 2 or 3 weeks ago. I went to the gym. I pulled up at the gym. I looked at my dashboard and I said, sorry, LT, that YouTube might get us.
Don't
I
cuss me,
said,
don't.
all right, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But I said, you know, the F bomb. Man, I got over 250,000 miles on my car. Man, my baby been good to me, but I think it's time to retire. I went and got my worked out on, got back in my car, sweaty, stinky, and all. Drove right down to the dealership. Give me this truck. Did the paperwork, drove off. So I'm doing these things, sharing these stories. I'm not wealthy, you know, but I have a desire to change my mindset to where I can be wealthy. So I'm taking the proper action. I'm much better placed today than I was yesterday. I would like you guys to take the appropriate action to do the exact same thing, especially while I'm available. Pretty soon, I'm not going to be available. Pretty soon, Chevey's not going to be available. Chevey will tell you how hard it is managing 30 plus doors. It's hard work, you know. So it's just, so guys, do what you feel is best for you, what you feel is best for your family, and let's, you know, take the appropriate steps to assist you guys. I will say this, and I'm dropping the name on this one. Me and Tremaine doing business together. I will drop that out there. Yeah, he's always quiet on the call, LT. He sits back and listens, but me and Tremaine doing business together. We're about to build an empire. So it's, guys, find people that you can work with, you can be mentored, coached by, coached with, and grow together.
I appreciate you sharing that, man, because it just made me laugh. It made me laugh.
How
When you
much
said
it
that.
costs?
What? Oh, it's gonna be less than 5Gs. Just save up to $2,000 and you'll be good. I promise you'll be good with $2,000. If you save up $2,000, you have everything you need to be successful.
How I pay?
I'm gonna get a PayPal account. I just built I just made the LLC today, and I just got the order organization and all that stuff. So I gotta wait for audit to clear and my reserve the name and stuff. So hopefully by the end of this week that'll be done, and I get a bank account and link the account with it. Because like I said, I don't want to do stuff through my other business. This is a whole other educational service, real estate investing education service. Guys, I'm not a real estate investor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a accountant. I am just an average Joe that started investing, and I'm happy to teach you how. That's it.
Hey, ain't no Joe's average, man. Correct that statement. Correct that statement.
Hey, look, I'm a G.I. Joe. Not the Joe like you. I just thought about that. I'm sorry. Look, Jamila's kicking my butt right now. Jamila over here texting me to death. Jamila, you are the co-host. Jamila, no, I'm not going to present this for you, Jamila. You do it.
Hey, everybody. Some of you might know me from previous calls. Some of you might not. I just wanted to share the link with you all for filling out the form. Some of you might be new to the call or might know someone that might want to join. So we're just collecting names and cities and states that you're from. This is what the form looks like. So the link is in the chat. I think it was posted about 2 times. You just fill out the form with your first name, last name, city, state, and sign me up. Click the sign me up at the bottom. And you'll be added to the list so that way you get reminders for next Monday's call.
Yeah. Who is that speaking?
Sorry. Did anybody have any questions about filling out the form? I have a lot of background noise here.
Like she didn't hear me. You see that, LT?
That's how your sister do you.
Hey, I told her, like, hey, she done changed. Hey, I like Jamila. I don't like jam. Hey, bring free Jamila. Hey, look, keep that jam. Free Jamila. Bring her back.
Rich got her like that. He don't want kind of jam. He got her like that.
Yeah, man. Hey, Rich done got a bougie now.
Come on, nah, don't put that on me.
That's it's all your fault.
Nah, Jamila, look, she made this form for y'all. The Queen Jamila, we'll say it like that. She made this form for y'all to fill out, because a lot of people, they had emails, and she's trying to get the emails out to you guys every week. But you guys don't have your city and state. So I think she wanted to know how many people were in what city and state. So if everybody clicks that link in the chat, you can get on the list with your city and state, and you can get, more reminders every week from Queen Jamila herself. And this is for LT's coaching group. LT and Joe, y'all said what, 2K, 3K end of the month?
Yeah, it'll be less than 2K.
Less than 2, okay, something like that. So that sounds like 1997.
Not per month.
Nah, overall for the whole 6 months.
Okay, sick. Wow. Okay. I know people selling courses for that. Just a quick course, but this is a whole. Go ahead.
Cheap,
very cheap. Yeah.
No, not cheap.
Only
not
2K.
Cheap. Affordable. Nothing I do is cheap.
Indeed.
Affordable. I'll bounce if it's cheap.
Indeed, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, you guys. I learned a little bit from this call. That guy Shevey, you still on the call, man? Chevroy Green. I got a whole notebook from not a whole notebook, a whole page here from what you were saying about the notary. Like you skip right over the title company, huh?
Yeah, you don't need the title company.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When you're doing that limited title search, you're going to, if it's a big enough transaction, it's smart and wise to utilize a title company. If the sellers press the issue, it's good to utilize a title company. But if not, you can close those transactions, on your own, just with a notary. And the notary is there to verify identity. That's all they're there for. And now there are also virtual notaries that you can actually use as well.
So you get a vote. How much is a virtual notary?
I think they're about $75.
It's not bad. But if you know somebody with a stamp, you could really just ask.
Yeah, if you know a notary is typically about $50. But and so it's all about what's going to work best for you, your budget for that client, and for that transaction.
That sounds okay. That sounds like a move. Very, very powerful. I know title companies charge way more just on the closing costs and stuff. So that's a good deal.
Hey, Rich, tell them, look, guys, Rich is the young man that decided to say, hey, look, LT, I want to also support you in your initiative. So Jamila went to Rich and asked him, could he help me out to stop sending all these emails out from my Gmail? And he's actually loaned us or gave us a VA to assist us with our systems, guys, to help this thing grow. Good energy begets good energy. And I appreciate you, Rich, for it. Appreciate you getting a call. Appreciate you, assisting, our dream to come true as well from afar and now. So thank you so much.
For sure. I want to get closer with everybody, man. I'm not really an investor myself, a real estate guy, but just from being around you guys, I don't want to just make this a black thing, but I've besides your, your Max Maxwell's and your whoever else out there, I don't really have anybody I could relate to like that to do it myself. I've been helping people with lead gen and all that, but as far as actually doing my own deals, just watching you and Joe sort of talk about it put me in the right mindset. So happy to be here. Yep.
Thank you, man. Nah, for real. I know you didn't have to do that, so I don't take it lightly. And that's awesome sauce. Hey, the notary, I thought you had to be in person. Joe, you can speak to that. Ivory just put a message in about She thought the notary had to be in person because I haven't used a virtual, so I don't like to talk about anything I haven't done.
I guess.
But Joe done ran off too.
I've used a virtual notary before. You do not have to be there in person. If you send all of your documents via email to the mobile notary, he or she will meet the seller at their home or place of residence, as long as the notary has a copy of your ID and can verify that you are who you say you are. Their job is to go to the seller, get the seller's ID, make sure they are who they say they are. They'll get the documents signed at the seller's home and either scan them over to you or both scan to you via email and send the packet in the mail to you. So you
Okay,
don't.
so it is still you have to be in person. Now you may not have to be physically, but just like you said, you're sending a notary somewhere to get a signature in person.
Correct. So the seller has to be present in person, and they will go meet the seller at their home or place of choice, Starbucks or wherever it is. The seller has to be there in person with a copy of their ID, and they'll drive out and meet the seller.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I was just like, I've never heard of a mobile, or I'm sorry, let me back up. A virtual one where you can do everything virtually opposed to in person. Like it's so the way you're making it I'm just trying to make sure that I'm understanding it correctly. Basically, you're hiring somebody to do the service for you.
Correct. And now there is a virtual notary that works very similar. Now the virtual notary will use a webcam. So you will show them a copy of your ID and they will take a picture via webcam of the copy of your ID front and back and have to see your face on the webcam to verify that you are the one virtually signing. So there's both a mobile notary and virtual notary as well.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. Make sure that's per state, because I just took the notary license thing today for Georgia. You can't do that in Georgia.
Okay, so then I guess every state is different. Some states will not allow that, and some states will.
In the state of Georgia, you have to be in person. There's no such thing as virtual, and that's just like I said. I took it this morning to get my notary.
Okay, so Georgia will have to use a mobile notary then, where they go meet the seller and collect their ID to verify.
Okay, thanks.
Look here, a realtor just emailed me saying, "Hey, look, I got a property available, and I have an investment property coming back on the market. It's yours if you want it." Oh yeah, love it. All right, what questions y'all have? I mean, like I said, $2,000. If you have $2,000 saved up by 31st, you ain't got to pay all that $2,000 at once. That's the whole 6 months. You're gonna pay a monthly cost, right? So it'd be less than $300 a month for sure. So what questions y'all have?
I can pay right now.
I don't have an account built, man.
Oh, all right.
I want everything go right through that account. I ain't trying to put nothing in my other business. I don't need to commingle my money. I want to, hey, this is all this, because honestly, the service that we're providing is going to be great. And then at the end of the day, I want to account for the money going in there, because that money going to be reinvested back into the business so it can grow bigger and better. That's the goal.
Well, just let me know. Just let me know.
Got you, Winston. I got you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else got any questions? No questions. All right. So again, in the future, we're gonna try and keep this call to an hour. After this, we're gonna keep this call to an hour, right? We got a lot going on, many moving pieces. All right. So maybe next week, maybe the last day we go over an hour, and then after that, we're done going over an hour. So thank you for your time. Thank you for everything y'all do. Hopefully y'all see the value that we're bringing, and we're going to continue to bring value. So don't think it's going to stop. Monday's going to be free. You just going to have to piece the information together and do it on your own. But with the coaching, coaches make things better. That's why you got folks in the NBA. That's why you got folks in the NFL. That's why you got great race car drivers. You got all these professional people use coaches. And any CEO that's a great professional CEO that own a business I promise you, they have a coach behind them. They have somebody that helps them and mentor them and guide their thoughts. You can do it by yourself. I done it by myself. Joe done it by himself. You know, Jamila done it on her own for a while. And then all of a sudden we link up with other people and we grow together and we get better together. So that's what it's all about, guys. And we need an incentive. You need to put something out. It's kind of like a partnership, honestly. It's like a partnership, what we're doing. You got to be vested in it just as well as we are. And now we grow together. So thank you for your time. I hope everybody have a great evening, a great night. Don't forget to copy, before you get off, if you can copy that link or either click on that link, all right? And then don't forget to copy or click on Shevey's link as well. So you can go to his YouTube channel and subscribe. So I will hang out a little while longer so people can go to that link, click on it, and put your information in. And it's on my Facebook page as well. LT Williams is on my Facebook page. And I'm going to start it to the other group too, the Facebook group. Invested Now 2021.
I don't see the link.
You don't see the link? Just scroll up and down over there in the chats. Click on your chat on at the bottom. Let me copy it again and just put it where you can get right to it.
Yeah, because they are gone. All mine gone on my chat.
Too easy, too easy. You got it now?
Yeah, I got it now. I see it.
Cool. Click on it and you can probably fill it out. If you can't do that, just copy and paste it somewhere else.
Yeah, I got it. I got it now. Appreciate you.
Great deal, man. We'll talk soon.
Most definitely.
When your name come up, Terry speaking, what that mean?
When your name, you click on that link?
Oh, that's what it means. To click on that link. When my name come up, click on that link.
Nah. When you wait a minute, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about. Look in the chat box. You in the chat box? At the bottom of the screen or whatever. You on your phone or you on? Yeah, you're on the phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone and auto Terry Williams is speaking. And then I just got in on the last for the first time they had me on. You had me on mute for about 15 minutes.
Oh, you're the home. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do 2 or 3 things at one time. You got to go to your chat box. I don't know your chat box is on your phone. It may be at the top, and you'll see participants, chat, and probably some reactions. You got to click on that chat box.
I think it's down to the bottom. One time I hit one of these boxes when I was trying to get in. Yeah. And Priscilla, they start showing a lot of people's names and faces.
Yeah, those are yeah, and that probably be your screens and stuff. But yeah, that's what you got to do. I can text it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it out through a text message.
Out in the house. We'll talk about what you talk about. We'll get back with it.
Gotcha. Tracking. Too easy.
All right.
All right, everybody's still hanging out. What you got, Mama?
Babu. Mama gonna talk to you later. Okay.
All right.
Quit being a copycat.
You shut up. Shut up.
Hey, y'all be good in front of everybody. That's my mom and dad for everybody on the call. Hey, Eric on the call. Look like Eric on the call. My son on the call, the 21-year-old. Yeah, my 21-year-old on the call.
Hey, Eric, are you enjoying Alaska?
He's sending me pictures.
Is he there?
Eric, unmute.
Eric in Alaska?
Yeah, he in Alaska. He arrived today this morning at like 2 o'clock this morning. He got out, Mama. He hung up.
He don't enjoy that.
Well, he only gonna be there for about a month.
Is that gonna be a good month? By the time he's trying to figure out between day and night, it'll be time to go.
Well, he walking around now. He taking pictures and sending me pictures and sharing the moment with
me. He went down to Florida. From Florida.
Yep.
You went.
Danny, you're on YouTube right now. We recording.
Okay.